said it. You don't have to say it.
You're
again.
all
Come on up.
welcome to talk, or we can have a spokesperson, however you want to do it. You will all have your opportunity, but we can, Mr. Session, would you like to start? Yes.
Good early afternoon. My name's Corey Session. My brother was Tim Cole, our nation's first posthumous DNA exoneree. And I would remind you, Madam Chairman, this is not a Harris County bill. This is a bill that is for the state of Texas. And you of all people, you should know, being a former judge, former prosecutor, that you made mistakes. But you corrected those mistakes. Josiah Sutton, you presided over that trial. You know that. Mm-hmm. But you did the right thing later by recommending his release. Nobody did that in my brother's case. Our state motto is the eyes of Texas. The eyes of Texas have been closed to criminal justice reform. My brother's eyes are closed permanently. He's 6 feet under. He ain't ever coming out. And to hear the attitude that you have, to me, is deplorable. Don't box yourself in to refusing to invite change. Okay? I witnessed my mother nearly have a nervous breakdown when a closed-minded prosecutor who had an attitude like yours put her son in jail. I'm not putting it, but you said, okay, let me finish. Stop and let me finish. Let me finish.
Of course, sir. You'll have
Let me finish. This is not a Harris County, and I heard you say the Harris County is not in favor. Well, I can tell you that the Tarrant County prosecutor is in favor. The Dallas County prosecutor is in favor. And so many other prosecutors are in favor.
Yes, sir.
I am sickened. As Senator Ellis said, you might as well disband this committee. That's your job, to figure out what went wrong in this state. It's your job. You don't like it? Go find another one. I'm sorry. I am just pissed off to hear that type of attitude. It's deplorable and despicable. You put a man in jail. You sentenced him. But you made it right. We're trying to make it right for a lot of people. The incarcerated innocent, the nameless, those who don't have a voice. They need a voice. If you got the two highest sitting judges in this state, Sharon Keller and Wallace Jefferson, saying, yes, it's time. It's time. Time is running out. You've got to do something. And I'm sick of this state doing this. I love this state. I wear it on my middle finger, and I give you one guess why. Because I'm sick of the state screwing people, screwing all of these gentlemen. I'm tired of it. I am tired of it.
Thank you, sir.
Keep your mind closed, if you will, but damn it, you need another job.
Thank you, sir. Charles Chapman? Chatman. Mr. Chatman, you have 3 minutes. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Senator Huffman, and
yes,
the rest of the committee for having me here. I want to start by agreeing with you. The state of Texas has been wonderful to the exonerates.
Well, I'm glad to hear that,
policies that have been put in place have been wonderful. But we can always do better. We need to, I'm in support of this because for 27 years I stayed in prison, and my question was why. And if we could get a commission that could answer that question, then I think it would prevent people from ever going through a situation I did. Glory kind of got me upset. Excited a little bit, but not that he was wrong. I don't never say, because we could all be wrong. And the exonerations show that we can all make mistakes.
Yes, sir.
There's no perfect people on this earth. And I have to be supportive of this because even now that I've been out 5 years, I still ask myself why. And not just why what happened to me happened, but why do I still go through the same things, the things that I do today that I am out. So I'm not going to hold you long. I'm just saying that I am supportive of this. I hope you will reconsider. But again, like I say, the state of Texas has been wonderful, and we look for the state of Texas to continue to be as they've been. Thank you, and have a blessed day.
Thank you for your testimony, sir. Billy, is it Smith Billy or Billy Smith?
Billy Smith.
Okay, yes, sir.
My name is Billy Smith from Dallas County. I'm in favor of this bill. When I was seeking my freedom and asking anyone who would take the time to listen to me, I wasn't just asking for a listening ear. I was appealing to those on their instinct of what our judicial system terms as reasonable doubt. But I've learned that reasonable doubt is not any doubt, because God has given us all the gift of common sense. I just wanted those that would listen to use that gift of common sense, because someone had to know that I was zealously an advocate for my freedom when I was in prison doing a life sentence. The Tempted Code Exonerates Billy Commission for me would be like a motion for discovery that my trial attorney never seemed to ask for. It's been nearly 27 years now, and I still don't know why or how I could have gotten convicted of a crime I did not commit. Facts are the enemy of truth, and I'm sure you're aware of that. And this commission is designed to find out the whys, the hows, the ifs, the ands, the buts, the rather, or the other. And I think that it would be in the best interest not only for exonerees like myself, but future exonerees coming out. There are going to be some more coming out. It hasn't stopped. It's not going to stop yet. I had to find my corner one day of many and pray for my freedom. And today, I come before you with my hand in the air as though I'm coming to you in the classroom, and I'm asking a question: will you help me? Will you help me find out why I was convicted of a crime I did not commit? No one seems to want to let me know that. No one seems to have an idea of why that happened. But we know it happened. I'm a living witness that it happened. I'm here testifying before you today. You know, people don't usually ask for something that they don't have, you know, or something that they don't want. But you see, I want an answer. That's why I'm asking you today to, you know, consider this bill. Because for 27 years now, I've been wanting, this has been my answer. This has been my question. I've had this on my mind, you know, and I deserve an answer because it's something that I've been missing. It would take someone naturally to be in the same shoes that I was in, to really understand what I've gone through and what I'm asking for, but it's not unreasonable. You know, reasonable doubt. You know, and should this committee vote for this bill, it would be the voice of what I would think would be reasonable doubt. And thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Smith. Christopher Scott?
Yeah, that'll be
Thank
me.
you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
What
sir.
today I'm in, I'm here for the bill, HB 166. I was one of the guys that had no DNA in this case. I had to have a guy to come back and confess in 2002 for the crime he committed, but I didn't get released until 2009. I spent 7 extra years in prison for a crime I did not commit. I had 5 cops come to my trial and testify in my behalf, saying I couldn't have been the one that committed this crime. You have 5 Dallas police officers get on the stand and tell the judge and the prosecutors that this guy is no way possible in the world that this guy could have committed this crime. But I still got found guilty. And not only saying that, this was a capital murder case. So this is either life or death. I had to fight through a death penalty case just to get rewarded an aggravated capital life sentence, which I would have had to do 40 years to come up for parole. Hopefully we can get a panel together to try to override what's going on. Because it's an epidemic, it's a sickness. It done got so bad to where we as a whole had to come together and start our own non-profit organization called House of Renewed Hope to try to go back to prison and investigate cases ourselves. This is how bad it done got. So we got to go back and try to help other people get out of prison that's saying they in prison for crimes they didn't commit. And to say this before I leave, I hate hearing the fact that everybody in prison deserves to be in prison, because that's the wrong fact. Because you're looking at 5 guys up here testified today was in prison for a crime that they did not commit. And maybe if we had a panel together that could oversee and override what's going on, this injustice would not keep happening, because it's not going to stop. Because it keeps happening today. We get letters and letters every day from people that just went to prison, that just got locked up 4 or 5 months ago. It's needed to be happening. And if you can put all other things to the side and vote for this bill, you'll be more blessed than you is now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Scott, for your testimony. Joshua Houston. Sorry.
Johnnie Lindsey.
Yeah, we can go ahead and do you. Let me see if I can. You just go ahead and I'll look for the card. Just introduce yourself.
Madam Chairman and board members, I'm in favor of this bill for several reasons. If I may, just real quickly, I was convicted for a rape where there was no evidence. There was no evidence at all. However, the prosecutor elected to convict me on this charge. Matter of fact, I was at work, had a time card, and my employer testified that I was at work. The eyewitness made misidentification, picked someone else as being me as the perpetrator. And even after that, I got the case returned on a technicality. And with no evidence, I was still found convicted. They reversed the case on an ex post facto application of law. And certainly I knew that I wasn't supposed to go to trial again. However, the prosecutor elected to try me a second time with no evidence. And what they did the second time is took away the evidence that I had. So I had no evidence, the state had no evidence. However, I was still found guilty and given an aggravated life sentence. It took 26 years of my life before this was straightened out. And I'll just leave this committee with this saying: where there's no check and no balance, anything could go wrong. And I feel like this commission is imperative to be able to stop the runaway train that we have in Canada. And I'm asking this panel, in all due fairness, to give us give those one that's still locked up a fair play on the field. And if nobody looks at this, there's too many exonerations coming out of Texas for somebody to say, no, we don't need to look at this. Yes, we do need to look at this. It's imperative we need to look at this. I went in when I was 30, I was 56 when I got out. What can I do? And I'm just thankful that Texas was generous enough to be able to compensate me, because if had not, my life would have been totally destroyed. And I have dedicated my life to make a difference in the state of Texas. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your testimony, sir. And